1-1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Yelich is under it. One away. At the plate, Aaron Judge. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. The 0-1 pitch leaves a slider right over the middle. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Frazier racing back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. In is Christian Yelich. First shot for him here, and he brings in a batting average of up near the 330 mark on the season. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Gardner is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Jonathan Schoop batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Hit on the ground out to short. Castro's got it. On to first, and there were 2 down. Now at the plate, John Jaso. He brings a batting average just south of 320 into this one. And this is fouled at the plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out toward second. To his left, Happ. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Blake Rutherford. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. And he's safe.
Now batting, second baseman, Ian Happ.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. The runner scores from second. The relay throw, and they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Hit in the air to center field. Yelich is under it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Striding in once again, Chris Carter. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate. Short, hit hard. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Josh Bell the next to hit. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. Line towards center field. And the Pirates are in the hit column. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier.
Right fielder, Adam Frazier.
A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. In now, Alan Henson. He enters play in this one with his batting average up over the 320 mark. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Line drive to center field. Gardner will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. Stepping up to the plate, Starlin Castro. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Starlin Castro
sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
The batter,
digging in for his second at-bat, Didi Gregorius comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And a breaking ball that's chopped foul at the plate. It's 0-1. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Schoop. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The shortstop,
and he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Ready for another chance? Gregory Polanco. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Popped up, calling for it. Gregorius. He's got it 1 away. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Seager.
Grounded back up the middle. Half up the middle, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Stepping in, Christian Yelich. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
Sent on the ground out to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So coming to the plate, Brett Gardner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Blake Rutherford. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. Digging in and looking for more, Ian Happ. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Yelich is under it. Makes the play. 1 away. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
1-2 as he chases the slider. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. Gardner rounds the corner and is headed home, and he is in there. Ready for another shot now. Greg Bird. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the... Digging in, Jonathan Schoop. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Jonathan Schoop.
Hit on the ground to third. Gregorius is there, and on one pitch, he's retired. At the plate, John Jaso comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. This is on the ground over to first. Bird fields it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready now, Josh Bell. He reached on a single in his first try.
Bell.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second with a two-out double. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Adam Frazier.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Gregorius is there, and it's a very quick inning as the... Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Carter. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Carter.
And that's waved at and missed for strike one.
Matt, he's throwing a lot of strikes. Very impressive, right? We just saw swing and miss. But he may be even more effective if every now and then he throws a ball that's out of the zone. Because they know he's in the zone. They're being really aggressive. If they have to think a little bit, it might not be a strike. It might be good for him.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Yelich is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Starlin Castro. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now a drive out to left center field. Around first is Castro, heading for second now. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple. Here's Didi Gregorius. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Gregorius.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
The right fielder,
here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Brett Gardner now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Center fielder Brett Gardner.
Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Gregorius is on his way home. And the route is officially underway. It is 7-0. Ready once again. Blake Rutherford. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. And now a stoppage here as a balk has been called. And that could wind up being a costly one as it'll move that base runner into scoring position now with 2 away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Alan Henson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Designated hitter, Alan.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Rutherford is after it, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Aledmys Diaz. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit. Here's Gregory Polanco. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Polanco.
A swinging bunt to the mound. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Ready for another shot now. Kyle Seager. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And this is fouled back and out of play. Comes set with the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here it comes on 0-2. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him. In is Christian Yelich. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
The catch is made near the line in left, tagging the runner from third. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And the slider swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Back here in Pittsburgh. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Liner toward right center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. Digging in and looking for more. Gary Sanchez. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Yelich going back to the track. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. But he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He was a double play victim last time around.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing? There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the second run will score. It's now 9-2. Here's Chris Carter now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to third. And he's set down, 1 away. Here's Starlin Castro. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Didi Gregorius.
Hit hard up the middle. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away. Digging in once again, John Jaso. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Hit back up the middle. And a rather easy first out. Josh Bell the next to hit. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. And that misses, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Under it, Gregorius, and that's out number 2.
Now batting,
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. 0-1 count and the pitch. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He's 2 for 3 thus far. And he lays off there 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Seager has room in foul territory. 2 down. Digging in now, Blake Rutherford from the stretch. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended. Ready for another chance? Ian Happ.
Ian Happ.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Yelich. He can't get to it. This one's down. And he's safe. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Now batting, Gary Sanchez. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point, and a sinker dip. Too low there. And some action. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Second and third, 2 away. Smoke toward third. Seager fields it cleanly. And a high throw, but he's able to keep anchored on the bag at first. And that. Digging in the switch hitter, Alan Henson. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Alan Henson.
Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And he's retired 1 away. And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw gets him. 2 down. So striding forward now, Gregory Polanco. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And that means the inning stays alive with 2 away for Kyle Seager. Now in the box, Kyle Seager. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as coming to the plate now, Greg Bird. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Into the box now, Chris Carter. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Clay Holmes.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 68, Clay Holmes.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Polanco has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Striding in, Starlin Castro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he takes ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Diaz brings it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Jonathan Schoop. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Second baseman.
Lined hard toward right center. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. Here's John Jaso now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the belt, the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Up next
into the box, Josh Bell. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And a foul pop behind the plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. And they did some damage offensively.